5 years until an astonishing discovery. 9 episodes of Doctor Who, which haven't been seen since they were originally broadcast, have been tracked down to a dusty shelf in a warehouse in Nigeria.
And now they have been restored, which means some of the pictures you're about to see are being shown on television this morning for the first time since the late 1960s. Here's our entertainment correspondent. I can't imagine how excited he is today. Lizo Mazimba.
A story not seen since it was first broadcast in 1968.
Been here so long.
Yes, of course we will, Victoria. You see, whatever's holding us must let go sometime. Doctor, the scanner is clearing.
The BBC destroyed the original transmission tapes of a huge number of early episodes in the 60s and 70s, but now 9, featuring the second Doctor, Patrick Troughton, have been found. Fraser Hines and Deborah Watling played Troughton's companions.
When I first saw it today on the big screen after 45 years, it was quite emotional. But then I was riveted.
After about 5 minutes I thought, actually I haven't seen that story since it went out live. 45 years ago. That was quite scary.
Up until now, 106 episodes were thought to be lost. This haul of 9 represents the single biggest discovery of previously missing episodes in the last 25 years. They were found by a man called Philip Morris, an expert in tracking down missing TV shows anywhere in the world. He uncovered these episodes in a city in Nigeria.
They were found at a TV station in Jos, just sitting on the shelf, which I can remember now, seeing a piece of masking tape. I said Doctor Who on it, and I thought, oh, that's interesting. Pull the cans down. I read the story codes, instantly, of course, recognised what the stories were, The Web of Fear and The Enemy of the World, and realised they were missing from the BBC's archive.
As it is,
The films weren't in the best of shape after sitting forgotten in cans for 40 years. They were covered in dust, dirt and scratches, as well as being extremely fragile.
You have to go through it very carefully, repairing all of those problems, taking away as much of the dirt as possible before you're in a position to be able to put it onto a telecine machine, transfer it in high definition to give us the data files we need for the digital restoration.
As you can see on the left, we've got the unrestored version. It's grainy, it's got these marks on it, videotape faults, but on the right we have the actual restored version. So we're always trying to get the optimum quality out of the materials for DVD or broadcast use.
which side is good? Which side is bad?
At the moment, there are no plans for the BBC to broadcast the newly found stories, but fans are now able to pay to download them. And welcome as these discoveries are, there are 97 episodes featuring the first 2 Doctors still missing. But this will have given new hope to many, that there are more episodes out there, but might one day come back to the broadcaster who originally created them. Lizo Mazimba, BBC News.
Well, with us for this morning, watching with interest, is actor and Doctor Who fan Toby Hadoke. Morning.
Morning.
You've had a busy night because you've been watching them all night, have you?
I've been up all night, yeah.
And how exciting is this for people who are huge fans like you?
Somebody's found the Dead Sea Scrolls and put them onto iTunes. That's
what it is for a Doctor Who fan?
Yeah. I mean, the history of Doctor... We know Doctor Who's being made, and future Doctor Who is wonderful,
yes.
And we know there's going to be a Christmas special and that sort of thing. These, we never thought we were going to see them ever again. I read the book of The Web of Fear when I was about 6, and then found out it was missing and I'd never be able to see it. And we'd given up hope that episodes would ever be found. People have in the past phoned foreign TV stations, there have been searches done. We thought we'd pretty much got them all back.
Do they live up to expectations after 45 years?
I have to say, episode 4 of The Web of Fear, which has the Yetis who've invaded the London Underground, of course they have, when that finished, when I watched it for the first time, he says, because I've watched it for I thought, oh, that's the best episode of Doctor Who I've ever seen. It's brilliantly directed. It's directed by a guy called Douglas Canfield, who was the sort of action director of Doctor Who. And, you know, these pictures, we've been imagining these pictures in our minds for all these years, and they don't fail to live up to expectations.
So what are we seeing here then? This is Enemy of the World.
Enemy of the World, which is good because only one episode of that existed, and it's a sprawling worldwide story, and the episode that existed was set in a kitchen, a corridor and a caravan. So it's quite nice to see some of the location stuff of Patrick Troughton, who was a brilliant, mercurial, fabulous actor, who can enlighten a scene, and so the loss of his episodes is particularly felt because he's such a good actor. He plays the baddie as well, so he's the Doctor and the villain, so we see him on screen with himself.
How come they all went missing?
because because of the unique way the BBC is funded, the repeats weren't seen as a thing that would happen. Nobody anticipated the home video market,
Yes.
so they ran out of cupboards. So
they deleted some, didn't
they
got rid of
they
others.
destroyed them. Yeah, and it's not just Doctor Who. Loads of stuff's missing, but Doctor Who's been quite lucky because it was sold abroad.
Right.
And this chap Phil Morris, who if he was here now I'd kiss him, and I normally only kiss girls. He went looking and
Yes.
didn't take no for an answer, and with a sort of doggedness and persistence and attention to detail that is distilled essence of Doctor Who fan, he found them.
I want to bring you back down to earth. There are still 90-something missing.
Yeah.
I mean, how likely is it that we'll see, some of those original, the William Hartnell ones?
Oh, it would be fantastic. I mean, Troughton has more missing. I mean, hopefully now my promise to kiss Phil Morris will spur him on to find some more. Because all bets are off. We pretty much thought 2 episodes turned up about 18 months ago, and we thought single episodes. We might get one every 20 years. So to suddenly have 9 and 2 almost and a complete story and an almost complete story.
So what are you going to do tonight? Are you going to watch them all over again?
Yeah, probably.
Do you think they should be shown on telly though? I mean,
Absolutely.
maybe the BBC should be doing that instead.
Well, I mean, look, it's these. They would be mad. The BBC has to be commercial. They would be mad not to make us pay for them first. But I'd rather not. But it's the reality. Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much, Toby.
Pleasure.
Enjoy the rest of watching it again. Coming up, the BBC News Channel will have the latest.